slow for me to try to use the camera, so we're not going to. Let me hide the live video. All right, good morning, you guys. This is High Priestess Jamila again. So before the end of this month, we're gonna get some things straight right now. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to decide that I'm not gonna listen to Jamila because she's a woman and I gotta listen to a man, it's your funeral. One thing about me is that I'm definitely not a false prophetess. What I am saying to you guys is 1,000,000% real. And whether or not you want to listen to me or not is on you. Now, it's very important that you guys listen to not only how not just Mike Mills, but those people kind of got me in a trap or just constantly connected to the point where all of the witnesses, which means the collective consciousness of witnesses, whether or not you support him or you don't believe in him, you don't believe that what he's doing is right, it's still the fact that if you insist on witnessing it, Spirit has a message for y'all. Now, we all know that Mike is a Jehovah's Witness. He was raised a Jehovah's Witness. I'm going to break down to y'all what being a witness is truly about. Like when you are present and you are seeing things that are going down. Okay. You are pretty much being forced to accept this reality of this complete nutcase that does not speak in truth, right? So you're kind of being forced to accept a truth that is actually not the truth, which is why I keep telling people that it is important, even if you don't believe it, even if you don't believe in it and you don't agree with it, it's still important for you to not consume it. And it is because it is something that is constantly being repeatedly, not just by Mike, but by all of these people. They are repeating the same information to you over and over again. I don't want to say my spirits, but God is going to start touching a lot of you people that are doing that. Now, if you are somebody that is a false witness, even though you know it's false, you can't say that you believe in anything that they've said or done, but you still go along with it out of hatred. For me, my spirits are going to be in contact with you. Because, and this is one of the reasons why it's been, I'm going to tell y'all something. It has been very unfair to me. It has been very, thank you, Goddess. It has been very unfair to me that people have even taken the time to listen to anything that those people have had to say, in particular, Mike. Mike should have been canceled years ago. People should not have listened to him or rode the fence about him. People should have kept their support with me, right? And a lot of people have, okay? A lot of people have. People don't show their support publicly necessarily for me, which you don't have to. But let me tell you the problem with you being a witness. The reason why he'll go live today repeatedly repeating the same thing over and over again It's not just about what he says, it's about what he's thinking. It's not just about what he's thinking, but it's about his intention. His intention is to do what? His intention is to try to keep me bound to him. Being that he is a huge liar and he is hell bent on staying attached to me, being that that sector themselves are hell bent on trying to keep me attached to them. The collective consciousness of people, whether or not you are a friend or a foe of mine, has been empowering them. Your emotional ties to it has been doing not only yourself a disservice, but it has been doing me a huge disservice. He is feeding. They are feeding off of all of y'all's consciousness. Is it my fucking fault? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not my fault. You can't say that it's my fault, even though I met up with him. You cannot, because he was doing it before I met up with him. Meeting up with him actually threw a thorn in his game, actually, which luckily I didn't get any kind of HIV or anything like that. Thank the gods. Otherwise, it wouldn't have never happened. That actually weakened him a lot. This has nothing to do with being a Jehovah's Witness or Jehovah. This is a male that has blatantly stated that this is his church and his congregation. And he has said, if I can't have Jamila, no one can. Not only if I can't have Jamila and do what thou wilt with her and her children, that I am going to repeatedly try to put anybody that's going to witness. So I'm going to bring these people together. And I'm going to continue to try to put them in the same consciousness, no matter if they are on her side or my side, which is ridiculous because he's never been my husband. He's not my husband. I do not have children with him, and he cannot deny that. There is no tie with Mike. Part of the reason why, big time, those of you that are on my side, it's not necessarily your fault, right? But part of the reason, the reason why he has been able to do anything that he's done, or even captivate people's attention, or even distract from my situation, is because of the witnesses and their consciousness with it, which is how he's been able to create this egregore. The egregore is done. If you are a direct supporter of Mike, of Lamar, of any of those people connected, Spirit is going to be contacting you. The egregore is being destroyed. Now, if you are someone that is like, oh, he is not right. Oh my God, how does she deal with this? Well, first of all, I don't deal with it. So even if you're on my side, even if you're somebody that's on my side, please understand that I do not talk to that person. I do not talk to any of them. There is no tie with any of them. Talia lied. They are liars. There is no soul tie. They're trying to create one desperately. Ask yourself, why? Why are they desperately trying to create a connection with me? And understand that it is a scam. Why do they desire a connection with me so bad that I reject? And then you have to say, wait a minute, if she rejects it, then they can't have it. They're trying to force it, ain't they? They regularly go through this cycle to where they're doing a smear campaign. They're doing a smear campaign, but then they constantly are trying to go through an attachment cycle with me, right? They're utilizing the people who have connected to the situation emotionally, whether or not you've connected through racism, colorism, sexism, misogyny, okay? Those are the enemies, those are the haters. Or if you've connected to it just through interest, okay, this is Jamila. I like Jamila. These people are talking about her. I want to know what's going on. They're still using you. Even if you don't watch it live, even if you decide, okay, well, I'm not going to watch it live, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are going, I'm going to tell you something. There are going to be a lot of different signs, and this is coming straight from God because it's got to end. I realized that yesterday. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. What was I trying to do? Okay. I bought my daughter a cake, ice cream. Okay. She grown, but I bought her a cake and ice cream. We sang the happy birthday song to her. I made some very delicious Rotel dip for her, gave her her birthday money. I was trying to celebrate my child's birthday yesterday. While Mike is live for 5 hours, Mike has no ties with me. He does not have the right to hold on to me at all. He needs to let go. He is using everybody else. Think about it. This dude, he's messy. He's repulsive. He's disgusting. But the reason why he does what he does live, because let's keep it real. If the dude was actually ever somebody real and true in my life, he would have never went live talking about me. If me and him actually ever had anything real, if he was really trying to just be a friend of mine, because that's the most he could have hoped for, he could never be my man. But if he truly had an intention, oh, I want to help her, after he's the one that basically helped cause a lot of my issues. He didn't help the situation. He didn't. He definitely didn't make it easy. Okay. He was definitely trying, but God always had my back, right? And my spirits had my back. So if he was true and genuine, he wouldn't be live on YouTube talking about it, would he? No, he would just do it. He wouldn't come and have to tell anybody that. The dude is a very manipulative person. This is why you should be upset with him. Why should you all have to deal with his personal issues? Now, we all know that the trolls and the people that have a hatred for me, they love that shit. They don't even care, even though he's making a big ass fool of himself. They don't care. Those of you that support me and do care about me, y'all understand that. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because this is directly what they're doing. All of them are doing it, not just him, but Bum Dot. All of them are up to the same thing. All of them desire to keep a connection with me. If they didn't, they wouldn't keep talking about me. If none of them ever wanted anything to do with me, they would have never spoken on me in the first place. We all know that they desire a connection with me, and I don't desire a connection with them at all. We all know why. We all know that and why I don't desire a connection with those idiots. We all know why. They're a bad look. They're an embarrassment. They've been trying to latch themselves onto me. No, I don't want anything to do with them. This is obvious. It's obvious why I don't want to have anything to do with any of those people. They've been trying to force it. Right now at this point, all of the witnesses are under scrutiny because this is something that we should have put all of them in the darkness by now. It's not just y'all, it's also me. We should have put those people in the darkness. It's not anything, they are not doing spell work. They don't have that kind of power. It's a possibility that they could be calling to certain Bible spirits and stuff, but they don't have the kind of spiritual power that y'all think. Y'all are the power. The witnesses are the power. The consciousness, y'all minds, y'all emotions, y'all's ability to empathize with people, your empathy, your sympathy. This is why he's tried to do egregious harm to me, but has came to this website countless times trying to get sympathy and trying to make me look like the bad guy when, dude, go talk to your mama. Your mama is who raised you. Your mother is who taught you to move the way that you move. Your mama did that. I didn't raise him. I haven't given birth to any children for him. I haven't promised him anything and then didn't keep my promise. And as you can see, they're running another scam, utilizing that girl Talia. It's another scam. She's on there trying to kick knowledge to y'all. You and Mike have a soul tie, bitch. No, we don't, bitch. No, we do not. At all. At all. Yesterday, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I had a deep ass fucking conversation with my spirits. I said, you know what? I asked them. I did a ritual and spoke to my spirits. I said, tell me now if there is in any kind of soul tie with that dude. And they said no. I said, what are you gonna do about it? I'm tired of it. Take me now. I told my spirits, I said, take me off of this earth right now. I said, take me. I said, God, take me right now. Take me off of this earth. Put me in the ground. Let me rest in peace. They said, no, we're not going to do that. See, that was an epiphany. That was a moment of the holy death that I went through yesterday, because that's how much I don't want anything to do with that dude. I said, you know what? If it would give other people peace, take me. They said, no, we're going to take him off of this earth. They said, we're not going to take you off this earth, Jamila. They said, we're going to take him. You don't have to die so that he'll leave you alone. He's got disgusting, rapey people on the internet lying. I do not love him. I do not want him, nor have I ever. And they lie and lie and lie. I had a very deep moment with my spirits, probably like maybe an hour later. My children were here and my grandbabies were here. So, because I told Spirit, I said, I'm not going to live like this. Y'all going to have to show me the way, because I don't desire anything with him. And it is very frustrating when you are in love with somebody else and this person whom you have no ties with, nothing to do with, you don't want anything to do with that person. And this person keeps lying on you. And literally, yeah, he wants something to do with me. Guess what he wants to do with me? He wants to hurt me. He does not want to be, and that doesn't mean, even listen, even if he had the best intentions for me, I still wouldn't want him. If a person doesn't want to be with you, they just don't want to be with you. The witnesses to this stalking that this dude is doing, it is not going to bring me grief. It is not going to bring my lover, my twin flame, grief. It is not going to bring any of us grief. Who it is affecting is all of the witnesses. Y'all have got to stop witnessing it. And you know what? I've talked to my spirits and I've said, you know what? Help them. All of the people that I care about, that watch that dude, that listen to that dude, I am helping y'all. I am rooting for y'all to stop. He's using me to get your attention, and you can't help but all of them are. So I've talked to Spirit about that. We are making some big time changes for y'all. It's got to stop. Now, all of those people that are in the hate consciousness, and I'm not talking about y'all that are neutral, that are, even those of you that are neutral though, right? Listen, you're going to have to accept that he doesn't have a valid side to his story. He does not. He has lied about everything. Okay? But the people that gather around him, that listen to that crud, that hate me, they are under fire. My spirits are getting ready to clap down on those people, and there's nobody that they can call. You can't call Jesus. You can't call Ghostbusters, because you know what? Jesus has even decided that you ain't no damn good. You can't do it. And to be honest with you, it reminds me a lot of King Solomon, and how King Solomon basically was like, he was a king and he was holding all these people hostage. That's not going to fly in the grand scheme. That's not going to fly. You can say, oh, well, I'm Moses. I feel like Moses. I feel like King Solomon. I'm gonna hold somebody hostage. See, I don't play that mess, and my spirits, all of my spirits have communicated to God, the Most High, and the Most High has communicated to everything below and above and everything in between. There is nothing that I do not have to be attached to nor bound by any of those goddamn people. And if you keep believing it and even witnessing it, listen, those people have done harm to y'all. Y'all have witnessed it, even though they can't keep channels. It has still been well over a decade. So that means that they have had a total probably of 1 million views. So they've had many, many, many witnesses to it. They have had many, many, many witnesses to them and what they're doing. And none of them have the right to hold me hostage or none of my loved ones. And that is the reality. They can be sick and say, oh, yes, we can, because obviously that's what they want. They almost treat me like I dream of Genie. They're going to rub the magic lamp and I'm going to float out and grant their goddamn wishes. And see, this is one of the reasons why people like me, we have the right to be free. Am I supposed to be the black sector's hostage? Fuck no. The war has already been won. It's over. It's over. Hold on. So I'm just saying, it's a barrel of bullshit. Okay? Stop witnessing it. Now, we all know that if they hadn't strategically blacklisted my channel, I would have more viewers. All their channels would have been gone because the YouTube community would have got them out of here, okay? I don't really have enough viewers to do that. Even they actually somehow they were able to blacklist my Instagram too. That had a lot to do with Alexis K. Tyler. She'll get hers. She's getting hers now. That's a fact. It ain't over between me and her. She'll get hers. Okay. So they wanted to block my social media so that I wouldn't be heard. They wanted to silence me. Okay. And they somehow did it. Now, when I went over to TikTok, I was able to speak about it, but they came over there too. Right? They came over to my TikTok as well. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why I don't even fucking do readings, because I feel like a lot of my adversaries are watching my readings and they're being helped by my readings while spitting in my fucking face. I actually just bought a brand new pack of dice. I was going to come on here and do some dice readings. Y'all know that I'm extremely gifted in not only reading the tarot, but also reading the dice. I decided not to fucking do it. It's a mess. It's a whole ass mess because these people, this is not the government. It's not even really the church. You know what I'm saying? These are just private citizens that are obsessed with me. These people are literally, to me, they're nobodies. Having a large following in social media doesn't make you somebody. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something straight up and down. People's supporters can be a source of protection for them. It's sad that people will be doing egregious harm to other people, obvious harm, like literally, like they're saying it to your face, but their supporters will literally be like bulletproof vests for them. That's sad for them to use you for that. In the meanwhile, the world just gets sicker and sicker and more fucked up. Like that's just fucking crazy. That's just, to me, that's fucking crazy. You know, all because this dude can't fucking let it go, and because there's a few females that are jealous of me. Get the fuck out of here with that. As far as God is concerned, they can all die. That's literally, I'm telling you from God's mouth to my ears. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think. And if you can't sit and listen to that dude and make a sound like for you to sit there and listen to any of them and not see how warped and backwards and disgusting and perverted they are, I don't know what to tell you. Now, my supporters are watching them as well. And I've warned y'all about that. You can watch whatever you want. You're grown people. But I am telling you, the way that they work is through witnessing. Just you giving them an ear to put a bug in. Stop witnessing it. They're never going to have any information or evidence or proof that anything that they have said is the truth. At this point, what you're more so addicted to about the situation is my name being used for it. He's only getting the attention that he's getting because of my name. All of them. That's why on a regular basis, they have to make videos and live streams about me. which is stupid and dumb and retarded. These people chase my clout, but yet they degrade me. Make that make sense. That's why people like them are always labeled as stupid. They're codependent on me, but at the same goddamn time, they're talking crap. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And no, I can't. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna embrace it, and spirit cannot transmute it. They don't want it. They don't want it. God and spirit, or whatever you call it, does not want those people doing what they're doing. Period. End of story. I've actually sat and listened to him a couple of different times. Like, maybe, you know how many times I've sat and listened to a Mike Mills show in the past year when he's been talking about me? A total of 3 times. You know why? And those because of those 3 times that I watched him, all he does is lie. It's scary to see somebody that is capable of those kind of lies. The dude is a liar. He just makes up shit. He'll make up a memory about me, my children. He'll just make up something, and the shit never happened. And y'all are taking in all of those lies. He lies. Every time I listen to him, if I sit back and listen to Mike, that's all you hear is him lying. And then you go to that black sector and you listen to them and they repeat his lies. And this happened and that happened and ain't none of them shits ever happened. But what they do is they slickily will mix in some things that they may have known as the truth. Like, for example, when my daughter had gotten into it with that female at her apartment complex 3 or 4 years ago, right? Y'all remember that? Let me tell y'all the whole truth about that. And I ain't trying to scare no goddamn body. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not. But it just is what it is, okay? That girl at that apartment was harassing my daughter. She was jealous of my daughter, right? Those people were harassing my daughter. What the fuck does that have to do? What are they trying to say, that they made that happen? Is that what they're trying to do? Like, what is the point in doing that? Like, if you live somewhere and your neighbors are harassing you, why is Mike online trying to shame my daughters because look, your neighbors are harassing your daughter? Well, you know what? That very same girl actually was threatening to shoot through my daughter's window. Like, there was guns involved with that, right? Literally out of the blue. My daughter had not done anything to those people. Do y'all know that bitch got stabbed up? The same chick that was threatening my daughter and my grandbaby and her man that was living at that apartment, she got stabbed up. Was that my spirits that did it? I mean, my spirits made sure that she didn't shoot my kid. My spirits made sure that she didn't lay a fucking hand on my daughter and my grandbaby. Okay? Her spirits is the one that put her in the ground. Look at what she was doing. That's terrible. That, whatever it is that was driving that young lady, sat up there and was driving her to out of the blue threaten my child. And the next thing you know, she got stabbed up by her boyfriend. Her boyfriend stabbed her up. This is a true story. That you live, hey, that people can say, well, goddamn, like, was it, no, my spirits just made sure she didn't hurt my child. There's a lot of violent people in this damn world. And my daughter moved away from there too. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, like, Mike knew about that because at the time that it had happened, me and him was supposed to be supposedly cool. What did he do? Took that information and came back to YouTube, and I still didn't understand the logic of him stating that. I still didn't understand the logic of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was he even trying to say? But what he does is he takes whatever truthful information that he has and tries to make his lies look like the truth. He's a liar. In fact, my daughters, they make friends everywhere they go. My kids don't have no issue with, my daughters are definitely not like Talia. Be sitting there one day and next thing you know, they flip on you. My children are very well balanced, trustworthy kids. Now, they did threaten Kat. They sure in the fuck did because she's shown up at their mother's house. The hell do you people expect? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why these people think they can just go around bullying and terrorizing some damn people. And Kat better hurry up and get her ass the hell up out of Missouri. She already said she moving to Kentucky. That'd be the best thing for her. Because, honestly, I've been living in Kansas City, Missouri my whole goddamn life. I have never in my life ran into some fuck shit like that. Never. I ain't never had nobody like that doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We are always normally very peaceful people. We do not do things like that. We are good to our neighbors and we just don't do things like that. We just don't operate that way. So, it is what it is. That was Kat and Tiffany doing all that ghetto crap. No, but don't nobody live like that here. So, you know what I mean? So that's just what that is. Quit witnessing him. Quit being his witness. Quit going back and forth. And then, I noticed that people will listen to a lie that he says, and then all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. I don't live my life like that. I don't. I'm a homebody. I normally stay at home. I don't involve myself with stuff like that. Like, it's very perplexing. I don't have anything to do with the type of person that those people are. That's one of the reasons why I didn't bust out that door and start beating Cat Smith down to a bloody pulp. I don't do things like that. I'm actually not a violent fucking person. And I don't choose to live my life like that. I will defend myself if I have to. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. So stop being his witness. Spirit getting ready to start letting him know that. Spirit getting ready to start letting him know. And I noticed that the views in that whole entire sector have went down. But the problem is that they need to like literally like it's time to not only number one, the community of YouTube needs to start reporting them to the police and FBI, but also y'all need to stop watching them is supporting them. Witnessing the debacles is supporting them. And Mike does not deserve that support. He does not deserve for anybody to hear his side of things. He was given the opportunity. I met up with the dude. I even ended up having a thing with him. And he had the nerve to come back to YouTube still roasting me. Everybody witnessed that back in 2019. A lot of the people that know the truth, they done already moved on. They know the truth. Nobody's sitting around watching. A lot of the new people in the past couple of years just don't know the truth because he's a liar. All of them are liars. They're not going to go back in the past and tell the truth. They're not. They're going to tell you what they want you to know, and that's it. Stop witnessing it. Stop watching it. In fact, it's time to get them off of YouTube, period. It's time to get them out of social media. It's really time to put them in jail. A lot of them need to be locked up. Especially Mike. Mike has dropped revenge porn over he's dropped revenge porn over 300 times on me. He needs to be in jail. While he laughing at old boy and talking about that situation, Mike needs to know that the fat meat is greasy. He does. Now, does that mean that I'm gonna go down because I ain't trying to deal with I don't like all this stuff. Like I feel honestly that Mike is not going to end up in jail. He's going to end up in a ditch personally, which is good enough for me. I don't need him to be locked up and the taxpayers have to take care of him. But I do believe that a lot of those people that are involved with that, a lot of the trolls and stuff, a lot of those people, I believe that a lot of them do need to be locked up. Mike doesn't, jail is too good for Mike. He's too much of a liar. Literally when he opens his mouth, he's lying. Literally. It just, I don't see how a person can do it. But I do have a theory that that's the reason why he lost all his teeth. Somebody lying that damn much. How do you just lie? He don't have no respect for nobody. How do you know that these lies that you're telling is not going to hurt somebody emotionally? Not just the person that you're lying on, but the person that's listening to you can be hurt emotionally by the lies that you're telling. He's disgusting. And he does not deserve your attention or your time. Quit giving him your time. This is the reason why, listen, I talk about it because I have a YouTube platform that I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up my YouTube platform. I'm never going to give up my business. I'm never going to do that. God won't let me. Okay. It's not going to happen. So that's why I have to talk about it. But do I talk about it to my significant other? No. Does my family have to talk about it? No. Nobody over here has to be bothered with that. But for some reason, y'all are being bothered with it. Do y'all know that none of my children ever hear anything about it? Nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever. I briefly told a couple of family members about it. No, nobody's focus is that. They quit allowing that vagabond in your consciousness and watch how things get better for you. And then also another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that when y'all watch it, that collective consciousness has been afflicting and affecting me, and spirit is not going to let it happen anymore. The witnessing itself has been harmful to me as a woman, as a person. The fact that y'all are witnessing it has been, because when he says it, it goes into your ears and into the consciousness, and spirit is doing something about that right now. They're doing something about that right now. So I'm telling you guys, it needs to come to a closing point. There needs to be an end game to it. It does. And I'm going to tell you something straight up and down, that what the end game is going to be is not me or anybody that I love being harmed. That's a fact. It's when y'all come together and y'all listen to that, and he's getting you to think that words have power. We all know how people love to go and look at comments on videos. I do it all the time. Y'all go and y'all look at the chat. Y'all read the chats and y'all taking all that in. Spirit is doing something about that right now. So if you're a supporter and you're reading it and you're listening to it, then spirit is going to help you not do that. If you're a hater, you're fucked. You're fucked. You understand what I'm saying? If you are, and that's stupid to be a hater, because they don't give a fuck about you. All of the people that hate me that watch that, those people don't care about you. Why would you hate a loving person for people that hate everybody? Mike hates everybody. He doesn't have any love for other people. He barely gives a damn about his own children. I digress. You do what you want to do. You go and do backward shit if you want. You're going to hate on a person that's a very loving soul, but you're going to hate me for a person that hates you. That make sense. It doesn't. Whatever it is, it ain't got to be no harm that comes to you, but y'all consciousness is not going to affect me anymore. It's not. Let me go and look real quick at the last shows that he's done. I want to go look at the views. Hold on a minute, y'all. All right, give me a second. Did y'all know that the creator of the founder of OnlyFans died, and he was only 43 years old? That's crazy. Let me go look at his views that he's getting. So the one that he did 6 days ago got 612 views. His views have went down. The one that he did 11 days ago, find a place to stay or a working car and move on, which that's demented. He's demented. He's stalking me while telling me to move on. Isn't that weird? Got 592 views. Why is he getting that many views? Who is watching that? I can promise you that even though he's trying to create that collective consciousness to hurt me, my spirits they're not gonna let that hurt me anymore. I have taken a lot for people, and it's not fair. It's not. So spirit is getting ready to do something about that immediately, and none of you can throw a temper tantrum and say, no, I don't want. No, you're sick. If you hate me and you support that, you're sick. You need to get help, baby. You need help. You need mental help. And you're not going to be allowed to hurt me and my loved ones, okay? I'm encouraging people that love and care about me and support me. You don't have to report back to me what he's doing. I don't need to know what he's doing. Let God do it. Let spirit do it. Spirit is saying, hey, we've done everything that we're supposed to do on our part. We've done everything that we're supposed to do. Let God and spirit handle it from this point. moving forward. We've already been telling Spirit about it. We've already told them enough. They have enough. They know enough. They've had enough. That's it. Okay? Out of all of them, Spirit was done last night when that dumb girl over there in California, Talia, went live and said that me and Mike have a soul tie. I think that's when Spirit said, "Oh no, they done." She's done too. They was like, "Oh hell no." Okay, that was it. That was pretty much okay. We're at the end of the road here. Okay. They would like for it to be a soul tie. You can't artificially create a soul tie with somebody using trauma. That's what they're trying to do. There is no trauma bond between me and there is no bond with me and him at all. And he can't force me just because he's a male. You think he's going to force it? Wait till you see what happens. I'm done. I got too many birthdays coming up. I got life happening. No, we're done. And really, to be honest with you, some of the people that support me, I can always sense the spiritual community, and it's unfair. It's unfair. I can sense the YouTube community because I'm an empath. One of them will go do a live and y'all will be waiting for me to respond. Why? Why should they be dignified with the response? The reason why I'm responding is for y'all. I shouldn't have to respond to that. How many times do we have to respond to the same thing and say the same thing over and over again? We're done. And I did some healing work yesterday. I'm not going to show it. I did some healing work yesterday under no, I'd rather leave social media. But if I leave social media, then there will be no balance at all. You'll be stuck with them. And then that's when things will really get fucked up. No, those people are toxic. It is not my fault that they figured out that they can use me to get y'all attention. That's not my fault. All I know is that Spirit has been trying to do something about it, but they're telling y'all that y'all got to be disciplined. And you can't ever blame it on me. In fact, a lot of you blame it on me just because I had a sexual relationship with that dude. That's not the effects of my love. My love would never have that kind of adverse effect over a man. That dude is just insane. He's mentally ill and he's diabolical. If it were my effect, he would be a good person. He would be a sound person. He would be a loving person. He's not. He's a complete liar. He's a fraud. He's backwards. And yesterday, he literally said over and over again that Miss L was a good person. Like, really? We all know that Miss L is a horrible person. He said that about Talia. Talia is literally a predator that preys upon kids. Only reason why he'll say they're good people is because they enable him. And enabling somebody's not good for them. It's not. Sometimes when you enable a person, you're enabling them to hurt themselves. And that's all he's doing is hurting himself at the end of the day. But I wanted to come out here and look out for y'all for that. Listen. I'm done with this subject, okay? I am so tired of talking about it that every time I talk about it, I feel like I got to throw up. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've never wanted to talk about it. I've said my piece. In fact, that show that I set up, I'm not gonna do that show on the 26th. I just did that. I'm gonna take that down. But at the end of the day, I said what I said. At the end of the day. Okay. At the end of the day, I said what I said about the whole Tiffany situation. Yeah. Tiffany was trying to have me killed. Fuck her. Tiffany was hoping that one of these stupid niggas would have went crazy and burnt me. Tiffany's a horrible person. End of story. End of story. Okay. All right, y'all. Anyway, y'all have a happy Tuesday, and I'm done talking about it. Let them say whatever they want to say. I am letting go and letting spirit take care of this. Okay. I gotta go, y'all.